All right, here's why it did it for me. I'm gonna explain how it's still gonna be a long journey, but here's why starting your own YouTube channel can change your life. And here's where my journey has been since like December 1st. So what, that's like 2.5 months. Always yawning when I start these things. Got up early at like 5. It's like 9:30. I might go take a nap. I don't know. Got a long week ahead, but great weekend too. But anyway, this is why starting a YouTube channel can change your life. I want to make it quick and short. A lot of people make these videos. I'll be honest with you, I feel like a lot of people that do make these videos are using the YouTube monetization topic because it's popular to get them forward. And I think some people might not even be monetized, but they get a lot of views, but you have to get literally millions and millions and millions of views to get monetized. And it took me 3 years from the moment that I wanted to do it. And then it just took a lot of trial and error. ChatGPT wasn't even out then really. And so just kind of had to like figure it out. And I did it through YouTube Shorts. I use OPUS clips. I'll put a link in here again. That's how I do it. And on top of that, I got a lot of music and I've been doing that for a long time. And I use YouTube Shorts with my music in it, as well as another method with other videos that are kind of hilarious or they're just random. And that's what made my YouTube music do like, dude, I think I'm at like 90 million now, YouTube music streams, right? And I think that's like, it's not, if you think about it in the long term, it's not that much money, but it's UCG and it's a different payout. And there's so many different ways to make money from YouTube. I think it's like $8,000. It's gonna pay off my label advance, and I'm out in August, which is great. But anyway, yeah. So starting a YouTube channel can definitely change life. Let's just say as a musical artist, that's kind of like my forte, right? Everyone's looking to follow somebody new. There's a lot of music out there, but there's always the big ones. And everyone, if you just kind of pop off and you got a song just good enough, you kind of become this new thing. Or like, oh, I know that guy, I've seen him, or that girl, right? And the way that I did it was YouTube Shorts. Now, you don't get paid as much from YouTube Shorts. I was getting like 40 million views like every 2 days or something crazy not every 2 days. It was like every 30 days, sorry. And that's where all this like recently just came from. And I was just posting forever. And then it just kept going viral. And I get, you can't get too defeated. Your moments are going to go away and come. But there was a second, I had 400 million actually at one point, but I had to delete some of those videos because it was technically copyright, even though it really wasn't. It was like these very common videos on YouTube that everyone uses. But if someone posted before you on YouTube, they can claim it. And so 2 people did copyright strikes against me. At the same time, it scared the heck out of me because if you get 3 within 90 days, you can lose your channel. And so I deleted them. I had 400 million. I had so many other, I probably wouldn't even get paid on them because it's technically they get deleted unless somebody still track them. I don't know how that works. We'll see when I get paid next because it was very recent. But I had 400 million now, and then I got down to like 20, and now I'm up to 80 million. So you just gotta keep posting. I'm gonna get all that back. But that's how I did YouTube Shorts. I made $1,000 the first month. Now there's 2 ways. Now I have an MCN with my music distributor, Fuga. I figured this out. That video did not get a lot of views. None of these long forms haven't really yet for me, with me talking to the camera. But I was talking about my MCN. I've been trying to figure out how the payment goes, and I have Google AdSense. Everyone does. It's monetized. That I have man, I always feel so bad when I yawn on these things. I think I got like $100 now in it, but now my MCN's collecting all my multi-channel stuff, and it's my music stuff. And so I know there's like over 1,000 in there. So I've done, and that's every quarter. Google AdSense could be every month once you get $100. So I guess I've made like $2,100, and I just got to keep going because I want to have so many videos about topics and music and everything. Bourbon, my bourbon company, and just other topics where eventually it just compounds, and then the next thing you know, then you're making $1,000 easily each month. And if my goal is to do 10,000 a month minimum, and if I did that, that'd be 120K a year. That whole extra business. Just, it's a lot of work. You got to do it. But I mean, you're talking to your phone. Like, it beats better than getting up early going somewhere. Even though I do get up early, but I get to do it from my house, So, so you should definitely start a YouTube channel because YouTube surpassed Netflix, 65 billion to 45 billion or something along those lines, 40 billion revenue. It's kind of the only way to kind of like really take control of your artistry because, streaming, Spotify, Apple Music, they don't pay anything anymore, because the family bundles. And so if you can kind of blow up on YouTube, it's just everyone's on YouTube. A lot of people pay for YouTube Premium, YouTube TV, YouTube Music is gunning for Spotify. I think it beat Apple Music. Just because it's internationally. Apple Music United States is still number 2, but YouTube Music internationally is number 2, and Apple Music's now number 3. Check that. I'm pretty sure that's the truth. And then Spotify's gunning for it, And, obviously, you got to be on all the platforms. People, when they go, hey, I'm going to delete myself of this. No, I mean, man, it's a discovery tool. Use it to make money with something else. And, I have Artist Formula where I help over 2,000 artists, since 2017. I'm doing a lot of incredible stuff. I'll put a link in there too. But I think the best thing for sure, man, is YouTube monetization. You should gun for it. I'm also teaching people how to do that as well. I haven't made a ton of money from it, but now I'm making money from it, and I've already made $2,000 in 2 months. Man, when I was 25, 11 years ago, when I first moved to Nashville, I had 6 part-time jobs, and if someone had told me, dude, you're gonna make $2,000 in 2 months from YouTube, I'd have been like, oh, I'm the richest guy I know, because if I made $100 a day, it was a good day, I needed to. $200 a day, man, I was like, man, I'm killing it. I would just remember I had my bank account, and I had cash and like a thing hidden in my room, and when it hit $800, I was like, oh man, dude, you're kicking ass, and you could do that in a month just talking to your phone on YouTube. You needed to make a YouTube channel. And if you're an artist, focus on YouTube Music. Take your music and post it on YouTube Shorts with videos and just go crazy. If you keep posting, eventually you will go viral. And you start getting subscribers on the bottom of the YouTube Shorts. So starting a YouTube channel will change your life. Look at people like Rick Beato, man. Obviously that guy is a badass producer. And I actually was supposed to do a record with the music. I wish I would have done it. But everything happens for a reason. But this guy, Johnny Diamond, rest in peace. He made similar to the Shinedown studio, which I used to work at Charleston, South Carolina, with Eric Rickert, Jeff Leonard, Eric Bass, who owns it from Shinedown. But I was supposed to go do a record with Rick Beato. He did Long Miles was a band, which is now lead singer John Shields, Little Stranger. They're kicking major butt, man. Those guys are huge. Shout out to those guys, Kevin Shields and Daniel Snell, which I love Daniel Snell. He plays amazing harmonica. Just sat in with G-Love there tonight, which is incredible. But Rick Beato, man, he started YouTube. We had him on a music conference in Charleston, South Carolina, I'm from, called the Music Confab, 2017, 18, but I don't want to say 17, for sure. And he goes on stage, like, I'm doing YouTube. And he was doing plugins, and it's like his assistant was, somebody should make these videos about, hey, it's, editing stuff. There's music producers all across the world. And then now look at him now. He definitely makes millions from his YouTube channel. It has to be. He trends all the time. And so, but now he's playing with people. And so it could transform your life where, hey, maybe you take a pivot and you do YouTube, and now it gets you known, and then it brings you more opportunities of, hey, you're trying to tour. Well, people are like, this guy's got the biggest YouTube channel. He talks about his tour, people are gonna go, So I think there's enough room of success for everybody. People sometimes feel like, oh, everyone else is taking all of it. No, man, if you're meant to be there, prove it and show people, and you'll get success, man. So start a YouTube channel, post YouTube Shorts. I don't know why I got this thing in my hand. It was sitting on the couch, but it's a hair clip. But yeah, start a YouTube channel, post OPUS clips, post YouTube Shorts, go crazy, start a podcast. Man, people say there's too many of them. Who gives a shit? Just if your goal is to be an artist, then start posting on YouTube.